Hello and welcome to Faithful to the Apprentice, where we are here to discuss The Apprentice Series 20, Week 9. And it's the old favourite this week, the TV shopping channel task.
Daddy's favourite.
The shopping channels still do exist.
They do. Apparently they make $1 billion a year. Who'd have
Well, that
funked
seems
it?
a bit low to me. Compared
That
to
feels
everything
low.
else is like multi-billions.
I mean, there's not many channels, so split it, 10 ways? As we
And
said
it's
in
probably
the...
the same 10 people on all of them as well.
God, there's a rich 10 people. They're just all buying the same shite from the shopping channels.
Mm-hmm.
As we know, one of an avid viewer of shopping channel is your own mother.
Yes.
And
I wonder if she saw this.
I was about to say, has she bought herself recently a flosser, a water flosser?
We have, from Lidl.
We got ours from Lidl,
a lot
sadly
of-
TJC.
A lot of the things on this shopping thing you can get from Lidl because Kieran's famous yoga mats. We have loads of them in the garage. So Karen does, and they're from Lidl.
You can get yoga mats from anywhere. You can probably make your own yoga mat. If you've got an off-cut of carpet, you could probably use it as a yoga mat. But and also we'll get to it later. But the Levi's shoe air dryer thing. Everyone said, "Oh, it's a niche product. Oh, it's really weird. Why have you chosen that one?" I'm with Levi.
You need it.
I need as a man who works outside in the rain, grafting every day.
Puddles up to your waist.
Puddles constantly falling into puddles up to my waist, like something from Vicar of Dibley. I am always in the need. You yell at me because I put my shoes,
Out
my
to dry.
walking shoes, on top of the radiator, and constantly I get it stinks. The house smells. You're ruining the wall.
Yeah.
Condensation. The cat doesn't like it.
Well, I need to.
So Levi, you
Contact
would have
Levi.
sold. Yes, Levi, despite your selling technique being pouring a bottle of water into a shoe. And also, I have to say, I love, as you know, our love for Kieran is deep. But Kieran and Levi, please stop referring to women's feet as stinking. Because,
Call my Mrs. Feet.
yeah, cool, my Mrs. Feet. These shoes, they stink, Levi. Men also have the stinky feet, okay? It's not a very specific female problem. So, Kieran, I think you owe the more gentler sex an apology.
The gays.
Yes, the gays and the
So you
theys.
hate gay people, Kieran, is what I'm getting
Yeah,
at.
Kieran, come on.
Oh, I have to say, Kieran, not a good week.
Not a good week. Stroppy week for Kieran.
I actually said to you when we were watching it on the sofa, I said, Kieran should be fired this week.
You did.
And you gasped,
Kieran, did you
touched
do
your
that?
pearls, your pearl necklace. But I don't know. There was something off with him this week, and he was like a moody teenage boy this week, and I wasn't feeling the vibes.
I agree with you.
I wondered what's happened in that mansion that made you wake up like this.
There was something
Very
between
moody.
Connor and Kieran, and there was hints of it throughout the episode. And then at the very end, did you not notice Kieran was like, "Oh, I brought Connor into the boardroom last week." So it was clearly there was the echo effect of that. Plus, Kieran got a bit upset because he clearly wanted to be PM on this challenge.
Well, you've been looked twice, Kieran.
Yeah, but on the same challenge. So Kieran feels like he's not branched out very much. And as we know, later on, that saved him from a firing. But yeah, I feel like Connor snatched away something he clearly... I think Kieran wanted to do this from the beginning. A bit like Pasha when she first walked into the initial meeting with her team and she was dressed up.
Hair,
She was like,
makeup, dress, heels.
as
You might
can
wonder
tell,
why I look this great. Well, it's because I want to be PM and I'm dressed for the task. It's
I
like,
want to do all the selling.
what's the
on telly.
task? Is it prom? It's TV shopping. I don't know what she was doing. But yeah, I love... The ones that are remaining, I do actually like all of them now.
I love them
In
all.
different ways.
Yes, I do too. They all have their own niche.
And Pasha is one of them. There's just something
Absolutely.
about her where she's like the cool... Like you said it to us. It's like she's the cool kid and she's lumped with
The
these
geeks.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because Karishma, I love you all, but Karishma, Lawrence and Priyesh, like in the boardroom especially, it really stood out. Like they all stood there giggling and they were like having their little jokes to each other, nudging each other, kind of joking about. And Pasha was like very stoic and kind of sat there looking very serious.
Business bitch.
Yeah, so it's literally like a film from like the late 90s, like a teen not rom-com, but a teen comedy where basically the cool kid has made a bet with the other cool kids that she can't like make the geeks like win a business
It's like the
show.
opposite of Mean Girls.
Yes.
The Mean Girl's gone into the geek group and she's been absorbed by them and she's turning into them.
Isn't that what Mean Girls is about, essentially?
It's the other way though.
Yeah, but it isn't. Who's the main actress in Mean Girls?
Who's the main actress?
I'm
I don't know.
sorry. Oh.
That twin. Lindsay
Twin?
Lohan.
She's not a twin.
She was in Parent Trap.
She was in the Parent Trap.
There was 2 of them.
Yeah, but she didn't play. Yes, but she played both characters.
Prove it. Is anyone really that versatile?
Have you ever seen Lindsay Lohan in the same room as Lindsay Lohan? No, you have not. Lindsay Lohan, didn't she discover in the film Mean Girls that she didn't want to be one of the mean girls? That's what Pasha is. So she's discovered she doesn't want to be.
You need to watch Mean Girls again. I think
she doesn't want to be with Rosner
because that's
mean
not
girl.
the plot.
She wants to be with Charisma, the geek. I love you, Charisma. We love you all. We love you all. We love you all. And may I also say that, and this isn't my quote, this is an Alan Sugar quote, that Dan looked like the bloke you get from IT. I'm saying no more.
He is like a character from the IT crowd who's like normally in the basement of an office building.
That's who he reminds me of.
Who?
Richard Ayoade. He reminds me. His face is the same. Richard Ayoade. Thank you for saying that.
It's his sort of blank looks of what's happening around. He's a bit like a character from The Office, but in the real world. He's just been planted like a sim. He's been picked up and dropped.
Yes.
And he doesn't quite know what's going on around him, and he can't quite believe what all these idiots are doing around him. So
even he said that it's like, it took me a little while to warm up, but I'm into it now, Alan. So let's go. I would love Dan to sit at the board table and be like, in Moss's voice, like, I've come here to drink milk and kick ass. And I've had my milk.
He can replace Tim next series because he basically is just one of the mentors, Dan. He sits there with a notepad, judges them all and writes down little notes.
He's so sweet, Dan. I love him to bits. But he's like, he's so funny. But in the challenge when they were selling, we haven't even said our names or anything. Do I need to do that quickly now? Do you want to write down a timestamp? Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm Ben.
And if you want to get in touch with us with any of your thoughts and comments, you can either comment underneath the video or get in touch with us directly by going to our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2. It's got all the links to our social media, but also ways you can watch us on YouTube, Spotify. I don't know if you can watch us on Apple Podcasts yet. There's the updates there, but from what I've read in the news, that it's not rolled out on everything just yet. Oh. But you may be able to watch us on Apple Podcasts, but if not, you can comment underneath or get in touch with us. And all the good stuff.
Once upon a time, Apple used to be ahead of the curve. Now they're not even video podcasts.
No, Apple have never been. Apple have always been the one who stood back, wait for it to happen, and then they brought out the more superior way of doing stuff. Anyway, this isn't a technical podcast.
What's his name?
Steve Jobs.
He would have got it sorted.
He's got a twin.
Ago.
He's in the Parent Trap, the Apple remake.
He would have done that ages ago. Right, so the teams have been slightly changed.
Without our prior knowledge, which we're not very happy about, BBC.
And
we didn't know this was happening.
So Pasha and Charisma both wanted to be, I almost called her Charisma then.
She has got charisma.
Do you think that's what her business is called?
Charismas.
My new business, Charisma. It's all about giving people... anyway, they both wanted to be PM. Of course, Karen had to say the opposite of what everyone else was doing, because that's what she does. Charisma was like, I know jewellery, I know selling, I do social media, I can do it. I know everything. I can, and to be fair, she showed that when she was trying to buy the ring. And Pasha she was dressed up ready.
I was going to say, Pasha's reason was, I'm dressed to do it.
I'm in my Margaret Thatcher suit. Just let me go, please. I'm the Iron Lady.
I'm in my TJC selling phase. And this is me today.
And she got picked for PM. Karen then said, well, Charisma has all the things to be a PM, so they should have picked her.
Yes.
You don't just do it just so you can say you haven't done it yet. And it's like, how many weeks have we gone? 20 years of this, where they're like, you haven't even put yourself forward for PM, so you're fired.
Yeah.
Countless times.
Exactly.
Karen, go back and watch The Apprentice, please.
And Pasha did it with such confidence as well. Like we said, she got herself all ready to go. She dressed for the part. And everyone else on her team, Lawrence and Priyesh, both were like, you know what? Yeah, let's give you a chance. Karishma, you could tell, was a little bit crushed by it. But again, Karishma did a good job when they were choosing the jewellery with Lawrence.
Very impressive.
But then when it came to selling it, not so good. And also, Lawrence and Karishma in the gallery, when they're meant to be talking in the earpiece, letting them know, again, Priyesh, every time someone talked in his earpiece, he would, but we got 5 selling, we got 5... I
love him.
Yeah, you really Priyesh. Want this for your nan. Oh, my grandma's got arthritis, and this would really help her from pissing herself. Quote Karishma.
Oh, it's such a... The thing is with this task, it's so difficult to just be like, and you're on live TV presenting.
It's a tough task.
So we're all sitting here laughing at how awful all of them are. But to be fair...
As is our right.
Yeah. We've earned it. Yes. To be fair, this is just... It's not easy to be on camera, and it's also not easy to be in that soundstage because you have that guy behind you who's done it for years on the jewelry channel, and he's like, we normally sell 50, do this, do that. And then it's like, it's not easy to then sit and tell them how to sell something when you don't know how TV works and stuff like that.
The thing is, it takes years for even the most experienced presenter. I've watched like programs about like presenters, and they talk about the earpiece, and that takes years to learn to kind of like take it in but ignore it. And as much as I'm taking the mick out of Priyush, because like every time they spoke to him, he would stop, listen to what they were saying, and then move on.
And also go,
you couldn't.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Or 5 left. Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny too. Like every time I was like, tell them about this. And he was like, okay, I will do in a minute. So Priyesh, you're a star. We love you. Pasha was giving out misinformation, which is illegal.
I know. Well, she was doing the personal story.
Yes.
Which to be fair, they kept saying you have to make it personal. So she was, but then she was giving information about like, this will give you new teeth. This will change your world.
She put spinach in her teeth.
This will last for over 2 years. It's changed my life. And they're like, in your experience, it has, but this one's not.
Everyone's experience may differ, which is a weird thing to say, really, for a pressure. What was it, like a flosser, isn't it?
We also bought one of them in Lidl, by the way. We bought one of them in Lidl too.
We've mentioned this already.
No, not the flosser, have we? Just the yoga mat.
No, we talked about. No, you moved on from the flosser to the yoga mat because you just want to show off and say how much money you have by telling everyone we bought from
Lidl.
From Lidl.
So we're so rich.
We're so rich.
It's not like it's from Next.
Can't even afford a new pair of shoes every day.
Alan Sugar's got one that plugs into the wall.
His wife's got one that plugs in. He was very specific that he mentioned it was his wife's and not his, because it would emasculate Lord Sugar if they knew. It's all about the business world. It's all about the comb over. Am I right, Donald Trump? And it's all about showing masculinity.
His grandson was back again for a second year running.
Glow up, hello.
I know.
Hello, grandson. Last year he was in his trackies. He looked like he just gone outside to have a joint. Walked in with a can of Fosters. This year, suited, booted, shirted.
Still got his trainers on to say he's one of us still. But
still one of us.
Yeah, well.
What a glow up from the grandson.
I think he should be taking over next series, actually. He didn't say anything and he didn't do anything, but he looked lovely. So
he made the occasional comment which Lord Sugar chuckled to. But it did crack me up because Lord Sugar, it was like watching Gogglebox, but not really. No. And Lord Sugar kept making he really went for like any time Levi came on screen. He's like, oh for God's sake, Levi's on screen now. Oh Christ's sake, Levi's gonna do it now. Like, oh, here comes Kieran. Like Levi needs help. Levi's crap. And it's like you kind of must have known from that moment that Levi didn't hold out.
Happening.
Yeah, Levi wasn't going to be there for the show for much longer.
That was a bit odd in the boardroom when that happened, but
but yes. So Eclipse, I think, did the better job selling, in my opinion.
Who were they? The ones
that was Priyesh, Lawrence, Charisma, and the Beauty and the Geeks.
Charisma. They deserved to win. To be fair, and I did think they weren't going to because of the ring situation was really poor with Lawrence and Charisma, where they were just giving out facts about the country.
Yeah,
make it personal. Make it personal. Make it personal. Dan, on the other side
Dan the man.
of the coin. He was clever because he did that old TikTok selling trick where someone buys it and you're like, oh, thanks, Sarah, for buying that, looking into the camera. Although he was looking at himself.
He wasn't looking at the camera. He was looking at himself in the monitor the whole time, which was also hilarious. So, so there's always a little monitor to the bottom left to the camera. And, every time you looked, cut to Dan, he would just be looking at himself.
I look quite pretty.
Yeah. He was like, I'm quite pretty, really.
But he did good because he made it personal to every 3 sales that he did. He knew their names and that's what counted. And then someone else thought, I'm going to phone up and order a ring or a bracelet because I get my name read out by Dan the man.
But the funny thing is that they did that Team Alpha did better in the gallery. So the people in the gallery seemed to be the ones who were doing, although Levi did complain and said that it was a bit chaotic in the gallery, so he didn't know whether he was coming or going. At the end of the day, I think you can, if you feel confident that you can sell something, you can phase out what they're yelling in your ear for long enough to kind of like just pick out the parts that are the useful parts. So I think on screen, Eclipse did better. Behind the scenes, I think Alpha did better. But sadly, obviously, one team has to win. But Dan was the MVP. Really, let's be honest. He sold the most, I think, as well.
And let's not forget Rofner as well. She was there, and I saw it on
she was there. Yes.
No, I saw on TikTok because this was streamed live on actual shopping channels. She posted a clip where she actually sold loads of those bracelets. They didn't show it, and she was like, "I have the live footage." And she posted it on her TikTok, and she sold lots of bracelets too.
Well, this is the other thing.
So don't count her out.
We literally see a snippet. It almost shows that they basically have like 2 minutes to sell something. And so the numbers being a lower number feels unfair. It's like, well, of course someone sold 60 last time. They had a whole 15-minute section. But again, it's been clipped together. So it looks like it's something that's happened over a 15-minute period. They've clipped together the funniest moments or the best moments, let's just say.
I mean, Kieran, let's go down on to Kieran.
Let's go down on Kieran. Let's go.
You know what? Halfway through that sentence, I nearly stopped myself. I couldn't. Let's go down
Should
on
we play
Kieran.
with each other? Let's do it.
Oh, I've got that.
Sorry.
I forgot about this, but this is what the task was. It was...
Let's play with each other and let's have a great time.
You can find Karishma and Lawrence on onlyfans.com/charisma.
I'd sign up.
Right, so Kieran really ruined almost this task for me because he was in a vow mood. He was obsessed with this yoga mat.
He was a bit.
And to be fair to Connor was like, you chose this yoga mat. You sell it because no one else wants to touch this thing. And he got all uppity. He was like, I'll sell the higher ticket one. It's like, no. You chose the yoga mat, Kieran. You sell this piece of tat, please. And it didn't go well at all because he spent the whole time showing off the elastic band thing that comes with those yoga mats. And let me tell you, they are crap.
The carrying part is
those,
probably the
I'd
least
get rid of them.
part.
I buy them, get rid of them straight away. Because they fall apart and they become all stretchy and baggy around the ends.
As it happens all the time once you've had something for too long. It becomes stretchy and baggy.
Speaking of Kieran.
Kieran.
He was just not doing a good job. And then Levi was invited in really late and he wouldn't get on the yoga mat. It was just not good.
Kieran did
Kieran's
do
bad
exercises.
mood ruined a lot on this thing, I feel. So I'm surprised he wasn't fired.
With their team, Connor and Kieran focused on the exercise. So Connor had the ab machine or whatever.
Which Dan came on, showed his shoulders off, took his blazer off, was like, actually no, I'm a businessman. little tease, woohoo,
hello girls.
And then put his jacket back on again and sold two. So he didn't know what to do. Connor was just making it look insane.
Dan was funny. Like he was puffed out, wasn't he? And kind of just left. And he was like, kind of like, you know, when you're trying to demonstrate, like when you're trying to demonstrate something to someone and they're kind of just hovering about, waiting for you to finish. That's what Dan was doing. Bless his socks. But yes, Kieran and Connor were both doing exercise machines. And instead of kind of focusing on, let's be honest, the demographic of TJC, the jewelry channel, which is, I would arguably say 50 plus, let's just say. Yeah. So you're probably going for the more gentle exercise. So you're saying, like, you know, in the morning, you're feeling a bit stiff, a bit fragile. You could use
Priyesh's grandma with arthritis.
She might piss herself. So what you need to do is you lay on the mat and you just do gentle stretches. But Kieran and Connor are going for the kind of like young 20s going to the gym. It's like, yeah, you do this and then you do that and you do that. And it's like, it was too much. And so no one was buying them. And so
Plus they're tatty. I mean, they're just a crap item. And it was his fault because he wanted them. And then he didn't want to sell them.
But he was selling it in the wrong direction. For someone who's a salesman, Kieran didn't look at his demographic
let his bad mood take over and it ruined.
I think Kieran is a good salesman, but he's a good salesman as face to face because he can see the person. He knows what targets to go for.
He locks eyes of them.
Yeah,
that's what he has to do. He has to stare at you.
Hazelnut eyes. As soon as he locks them onto you, laser
Are they
focus.
Hazelnut?
Hazel. Did I say hazelnut?
Hazelnut eyes.
Yeah,
yeah, they are. Yes, I'm zooming in. Yeah,
beautiful hazel eyes. The only reason I remember is because of that advert he did when he was the boxer, and he suddenly got zing from the energy drink.
He even tried that boxing thing, that thing he held up, and he said it was boring.
He did.
So why he didn't whip his top off for that as well.
But I do think that the channel TJC, not BBC, do give them items which they don't sell a lot of as well. I do think they deliberately give them like crap items, and I notice what they said. They said that normally they sell 60 of those yoga mats per session. Well, what's a session? Is it a day, a week, a month?
You have to ask an expert.
Well, I'm just saying, I feel like they were being a bit unfair by the numbers they were hoping to.
I like how Rosner and Dan were like, Connor didn't really tell us their price range. He said mid-range. And it's like, there's 3 items, one low, mid and high, and you went for the low. It's like, but what's Dan's version of low and high end are very different to Levi's.
Dan's tastes Although if Dan thinks £100 is mid-range, then maybe we shouldn't say Dan takes a higher end. But let's be honest, the reason why Dan and Rofner kind of fudged their way into saying like, oh, we didn't really know what mid-range was because Karishma and Lawrence had initially, with the discussion with the person who was showing them the jewelry, had charmed them. So they knew
they
were flawed, and they knew that if they had asked for the mid-range one, the channel would have said, no, we want Karishma and Lawrence to have it. But then that bit Karishma and Lawrence on the bum,
because they didn't sell none.
Well, they didn't sell none because they didn't do anything relatable. It's like your mother, your stinking wife would love this beautiful ring. Instead, all they did was focus on the history of Tanzanite, and it came from Tanzania. And they repeated it like 3 times on the channel, and then later in the boardroom, Lawrence was like, well, Tanzanite comes from Tanzania, Lord Sugar.
I know. Lucky escape for Lawrence and Karishma, because if they lost, I think they would have been in trouble for that.
This was the first from Karishma, let's be honest. She's done very well up until this point.
But there was a firing before Connor even got to choose what was going on. So after this break, we will be discussing the losers. And of course, the losers are my favourite subject. So, was this fair that Alan Sugar decided to fire Levi before even Connor got a chance to bring anyone in?
Karen says yes. Karen instantly said, you did the right choice there, Alan. He was crap.
It was a bit random. Like, they were really up on this shoe thing, and it's like, this item is a good item.
I know. What was wrong with that shoe thing? I don't understand what was wrong with that shoe thing.
Levi, a man of the people, knows that people's feet stink.
Levi, I'm on Levi's page here. Like, I need something like that. Like, we live in a country which it rains 100% of the time. Like, there's constantly wet in the road every day.
All these business people in their tower blocks and their offices don't understand the day of a graph like our Levi.
Especially the ones who live in the billionaire world of Lord Sugar, because they just get a taxi to the door. Then there's probably someone stood there with an umbrella walking with them.
Picks up Alan Sugar in their arms and carries him to the door.
Tiny little Lord Sugar. He turns himself into a little ball like a
his
Pokemon.
His feet doesn't touch concrete. But Levi I think that was unfair, but he fired him before Con even got a chance. And then when they were in the boardroom, he was like, well, why did you bring Dan back? It's like, well, you didn't give me much option because you fired one already, which I would have brought back. So
no, yes. Well, no, he asked, to be fair to little tiny Pokemon Lord Sugar, he did ask why he brought everyone back. So he asked the same with Kieran.
He took one of the options out before you got a chance.
Look, I've said this once, I've said this a million times. He's clearly saw the business plan for Levi, and the business plan didn't click with him. And he's clearly seen the business plan for Dan. And this isn't disrespectful for Dan's game up to this point, but let's be honest, Dan's business plan is obviously something that tickles his fancy.
We'll see when Dan leaves or wins. We'll see what his business plan is, because you've poo-pooed everyone's business plan so far. It's a trend.
But thank you for anyone who's got in touch and said that they enjoy the podcast.
Make my day. Made his day. Made their day.
Maybe made their day.
Kieran should have got fired, I'm going to say it, but he didn't, because he played the I'll be PM next time and then I'll lose.
Clever move.
Alan Sugar laughed and said, well, Connor, would you do that? And he was like, no, I've actually proven my worth already, because I'm great. And he was like, well, you've also lost 5 out of the 6, the same as Kieran. So yeah, Kieran was lucky there. It was a risky move, because sometimes when you say that to Alan Sugar, he can be like, no more talking. So it was a risky one, but he managed to last one more week.
Lord Sugar did it to Levi, didn't he? And it proved Levi to stay in the game. But then it was his undoing the next week. But I think what rattled Lord Sugar a little bit with Connor was, and it felt a bit Game of Thrones the way he said it. It was a bit like, I'm not going to beg for it. And Lord Sugar was a bit like,
yes, you will.
Yeah. He was like, well, no, this is literally, this is one big begging show. You're literally begging for my attention.
I know why Connor did that though, because he might have thought like Alan Sugar may have respected him for being a tough businessman and being like, no, I'm not begging.
Begging, please.
But it didn't work. Connor and Levi were both fired. So do you want to hear a bit about them?
Why wouldn't I?
What's your name and where do you come from?
Levi.
Former RAF gunner and currently an HGV driver. Levi knows what's hard.
The work, HGV drivers. That's the hard work.
Your feet stink afterwards.
he finds puddles that goes to his waist. He jumps out of his cab. And just like whoosh.
He does the post on the lane at figuratively. Levi knows what hard work looks like. by his shoes, and is looking to leave a lasting impression of Lord Sugar with personalised pet cremation urns. So what's your business going to be?
He just said.
I know, we're going to go into more. My business is Living Forever Memories Limited, specialising in personalised pet cremation urns. We might be giving you a call soon.
No, don't worry, Charlie. He's talking nonsense.
Charlie the cat, who can be seen behind me.
Although if he does get cremated, I want them to. They want him to give us back the money for his teeth. Give us his teeth back so we can sell them off in the back market.
Well, we can use this maybe one day. Engraved designs, each urn is crafted with care to help families honour their pets in a truly meaningful way. That's really unexpected for me. I didn't think Levi's business would be this.
Truly unexpected.
I thought he'd be like selling lorries or something.
No. Well, it's a lovely business. It's a very sweet business. As you said, very unexpected. But again, arguably a bit niche.
What do you want from people? Because every business so far you've hated. What's wrong with some pet cremation?
I don't know.
It's a booming business.
Is it a booming business?
People love their pets.
People love their pets, but to what extent? Also, like, wouldn't there just be wouldn't an urn just be an urn? Like an urn for a cat surely would be the same as an urn for a human.
No, because it'd be in the shape of a cat. You don't get that for your grandma.
What, like one of those bottles which is shaped like a bear, which has maple syrup in it. Why would you get an urn shaped like a cat?
I'm going to scroll on his Instagram, see if he's got any pictures of him and his pets anywhere. Because
that would be
all about pets.
Weird as well if he's got no pets.
No, there's not. Although his Instagram only has like 10 posts, so I feel he's gotten rid of all his past posts. His Instagram only goes up to January.
What?
And there's no pets.
Levi,
so I want to know what pet you have, Levi.
What pet
please.
do you have?
Dog,
cat, dog, duck, horse, pig?
All of the above. Hamster. Right.
Guinea pig.
Anyway.
Rat.
Goodbye,
Mouse.
Levi.
Goodbye.
What's your name and where do you come from?
I was gonna ask a question about his business.
What?
Will he, with the urn, with your remains of your pet, may they rest in peace, will there be a photo card with it, which
you can pick,
which is AI of you hugging your pet in heaven?
Could be. You could go in business with that guy who wanted to make the AI one, Rajan, couldn't he?
There you go. Levi, get in touch with Rajan. You can have Levi pictures of you cuddling your guinea pig.
Connor is ready to take photo booths to a whole new world.
Oh, God, we're going there.
From vintage newspapers to comic book lands, Connor is hoping he can capture Lord Sugar's interest and snap up his investment. So what is his business plan?
Oh.
Extra, read all about press print paper. A photo booth with a storytelling twist, turning a simple snapshot into a personalised keepsake. You know where he's going with this.
It's those ones that they have at like weddings. Yes.
After working with some of the biggest household names, Connor's plan is to expand by setting up hubs in London, Manchester and Birmingham with press print paper. Every photo becomes its own story and every event guest becomes a cover star, whether it's vintage newspaper, comic book cover, a wanted poster, an art deco print, or a circus-themed design. I want to bring storytelling into weddings, birthdays, and corporate events, creating fun, unique, and memorable prints that people will still smile at years later.
I fell asleep about halfway through that paragraph.
It can work.
Well, it can work because it's done already. It's not new, is it? It's not new, is it?
Yeah, it's a twist.
What's the twist? The
with
photo
a frame.
booth. Oh, what people have been doing.
Although my nan and granddad had a photo which was in black and white with them dressed up as cowboys, so it's not that new, is it?
Oh my God, it's super not new.
Ago.
I mean, yeah, exactly. They used to do them in like Disney theme parks. You used to dress up in like Wild West costumes and be like, "Yeehaw! I'm from the 1850s."
Well, what I expect is what the twist is that it's probably AI generated.
That's possibly what I'm thinking too. It's AI generated.
There's no evidence here for us to say this. So
the AI boom. Connor, get in touch. Let us know. Are you going to be using the AI-ish?
Also, press print paper is really difficult to say quickly. So
3P.
That's not great. It's got a website.
It's got a website. Look, 5 stars. 10 reviews.
There he is.
Turn moments into vintage memories.
I like it. So it's little sets. I think it can work well.
Yeah, but
and it does actually make actual newspapers for people. That's cool.
Oh, so it's not a photo booth. He takes photographs and then he puts it into a newspaper. So it's like a publishing business. Oh, so he's a photographer, essentially.
He does it all. Engage, impress, create lasting memories.
Yeah, but again, what's ice? He works with ice. Don't want to publicise that,
that's
mate.
in a city something.
Enterprise.
I can't see.
I mean, again, do you need 3 hubs in Manchester, Birmingham and London for a business like this?
To expand with Alan Sugar, yes.
No, but this is my point is...
Ice
this is
annual.
Yeah, ice. God. This is...
I think it's
this
great.
is a cottage business.
What's that mean?
It means it works well in a kind of a small locality.
Yeah, and that's why he needs Alan Sugar's investment to expand.
But I don't think you can expand something like... How much more can you expand something like that?
Just leave it. It works. I can see he's doing it.
He's at Sky,
well.
So there you go. He's doing well.
Good for you,
More
Connor.
power to Connor and to Levi and to anyone else who wants to open a business, because I've got no business plan ideas. So who am I to say? However, photo booths... The description. See, this is where I get myself all tied up here. The description that you read out
by this BBC Press. It's not my fault.
It doesn't.
It's the BBC.
It makes it out that it's one thing, and then you go onto their social media, print, paper, press.
You can see the vision.
And you can see the vision. That's it.
The vision board.
But
Pinterest.
I feel like Lord Sugar sits there with just a piece of blank paper. Blank paper, that'd be nonsense. Although, well, a piece of paper with just the description of it. And he probably thinks the same as me. Me and Lord Sugar, we're akin. We get carried into offices like a Pokemon. And we, he's like just thinking to himself, no, that's not new. That's not exciting.
Well, do you think the right one's fired then? Were you happy with Levi and Connor?
I mean, yeah. It's difficult at this point, don't you think? It's a bit tough.
Well, yeah, I think.
He's got a website, look, with
this is the
stock photos.
Beloved Pets website. That's also there too.
Oh, so I'm sorry. I love, look, Levi, all power to you as well, but no, that's not, no.
Daisy Do. Evie.
Ben's basically looking at stones that have been...
this is what he sells.
carved.
£54. Not that bad. 50
but you
quid.
could buy that on TikTok Shop for like 20. You can see what I mean?
Yes,
and I'm not being funny, but his logo isn't exactly like that's not great.
All right, Karen.
Look, me and Karen are akin.
I can tell.
I love Karen, but no.
Well,
But
we'll
no,
see. Next week, Kieran is PM, and what was the task? It was a weird one. It was pets.
Pets. That's funny. Levi.
He missed his chance.
Oh, silly. See, Lord Sugar.
I specialise in dead pets.
Would you like me to murder one for you?
Yes,
no,
pets.
they're doing a new pet toy, I think.
I'm not sure.
Because in the clip, Kieran says, what do cats like? Oh, that's right, cheese. I'm hoping...
Universal. Who doesn't like cheese?
I'm hoping that they cut that together to make it look like he's an idiot and that he didn't actually say that out loud for the world to hear.
Cats do love cheese. Cheese tax. Cats and dogs love cheese. The cheese tax. The cheese. Do you not know what that is? Your finger's really not on the pulse, is it, at the moment?
Well, explain it to me then. Come on.
The cheese tax is when you're cutting up cheese in the kitchen. You look down to your feet. There's a cat or a dog there, and you have to give them a bit of cheese.
Okay.
That's the cheese tax. So Kieran could be correct in his theory.
Yeah, but I don't think you should give cats cheese. Remember when we gave Charlie like a teaspoon of like dairy and
Dreamies are cheesy. They have cheese in them.
Yeah, but they're not. This is why my point is. This doesn't contain any dairy. I can imagine. When
Well,
we gave Charlie dairy,
Yes.
remember the mess he made on the carpet? It was literally. It was like a puddle of what Levi would say would be up to his waist in,
We
but
will
not
discuss
water.
this in detail next week, everyone.
Maybe.
When we've seen what happens. Although I fear for Kieran. But let us know what you think. Did the right person go? Were you happy with what was happening? How can they get in touch, Alex?
Well, Ben, you get in touch with us by going to our linktree, linktr.ee/faithful2, and on there it's got all the links to our social media, but also ways you can watch or listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any of your favourite podcast apps. As we say, comment underneath, let us know your thoughts and feelings, and what else can you do? That's it. Do that. Oh, and if you like the
winner is.
and if you no,
too early.
It's not too early. It's just boring, isn't it?
Okay.
Not doing it. Who's your favourite judge? Tim or Karen?
Judge. It's not Bake Off.
Yeah, but Tim or Karen? Tim or Karen? And we'll announce the
Alan Sugar's grandson.
Yes, we'll announce the winner on next week's episode. And if you like the podcast and really help us monetarily, go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful, and on there you can give us a £5 one-off or monthly donation, which helps with the show.
Lovely. Right. Well, we will see you all again next week. Goodbye.